this drink just might turn you on to the thing called Fernet. Hey guys, it's me, your boy, Anders. It's good to have you back. Last week's video, we made a strong cocktail. This week's video is a strong cocktail that tastes good. Actually, this is like one of the first cocktails I ever came up with. It's called the semester abroad. So if you need to just take a semester and disappear for a little while, I'm long past semesters, but I did spend one abroad. It was in Italy, and I was studying early art Renaissance. So that was great, but that has not helped me since, but it was a great time. It's a 3-ingredient cocktail, super easy. It's whiskey forward, strong. So let's get to it, to the bar. The history of this drink is hardly worth telling, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. It was one of the first drinks I came up with, and the rule that I had was I had to use Fernet. And when I say that, I made this original drink along with everybody else that I worked with also made an original drink using Fernet. We worked at a craft cocktail spot, and the, I guess, brand ambassador of Fernet came in, and they pitched this idea of Fernet-bruary because it was February and they were trying to sell Fernet, and we were all suckers and we're like, that's a brilliant idea. Let's try to sell Fernet this entire month. And we had a little competition, you know, between all of us. We said, all right, we all come up with original Fernet cocktails. We will keep a close eye on how many we sell of each one throughout the month. And the winner gets bragging rights. Guess who won, ladies and gentlemen? This guy right here. I won with the first cocktail I had ever created. Actually, the second cocktail I ever created. That's another story. To all of my past colleagues, if you're watching this, I thought all of your cocktails were very good too. But remember, the award was bragging rights, so I am still bragging these decades later. You guys suck. The first cocktail I ever came up with was a drink I called the Tuscan Mojito. Take a mojito, instead of mint, you had basil. Instead of lime juice, you had lemon juice. Instead of rum, you had gin. I thought, wow. I invented that one in like 2007 or 8, I wanna say. And then I learned around that same time, a very similar cocktail had already been invented called the Gin Basil Smash. Everybody knows that drink. Nobody knows the Tuscan Mojito. To make the semester abroad, we will need rye whiskey, orange Curaçao, and Fernet Branca. That's it, 3 ingredients, look at that. Usually I start with the base and I go down the line. I'm gonna go backwards this time. Fernet Branca, this is the reason why I made the drink. It's a very important ingredient in the cocktail. It is the bitter component. If you've never had it, it is rather astringent. There's like a mentholy eucalyptus thing that happens, and you won't ever forget it. Once you've had it, you won't forget it. It's balanced out with the Curaçao, and I'm using a richer orange Curaçao. The Brizard was the exact orange Curaçao I used when I first made it, and I don't know, if I had used, you know, a drier Curaçao, it might have flopped and maybe I would have just given up on it. But the Brizard has a candy element to it, and that's what really helps balance out that bitter flavor from the Fernet. The rye whiskey, I like 100 proof rye whiskey. I'm using Old Forester here. I know my typical go-to is Rittenhouse, but I happen to be out of Rittenhouse rye whiskey at the moment. It would be good with that. If you do need to pick some up, head on over to House of Bitter Bear, powered by Curiata, curated by me, and catered to the recipes we make here on the channel. A beautiful place to buy your spirits and have them delivered right to your face. So with that, let's build. Oh, we're gonna stir this cocktail because it's all booze. It's a strong drink, honestly. How many of you love a simple drink? Some of my favorites are just 3 ingredients, you know? And it's easy to balance out. You're dealing with 3 knobs, right? You can only have so many combinations. When you start dealing with like 13 knobs, then it could go all over the place, and pretty soon you've got yourself, you know, an Aunt Roberta. We're gonna start with the rye. 2 ounces of rye whiskey. To that, 1 ounce of orange Curaçao. The richer orange Curaçao not only adds richness and sweetness, it also gives the cocktail weight. Something a lot of people don't consider. Texture, mouthfeel. And then the Fernet Branca, of course. 1/2 ounce of Fernet Branca. That'll do it. I've got an orange here because we are gonna express orange oil across the top, but we'll get there when it's time. First, we have to add ice and stir. This is my high-tech mixing ice. It really is just an ice tray filled with water and frozen. I don't have a fancy cocktail ice machine. This thing has not broken on me once. Into the mixing glass goes the ice. I'm not even gonna tell you how long. You don't need to be timing your stir. It depends on your ice. Sometimes you have to stir for a full minute, a minute and a half. Sometimes you only have to stir for 13 seconds. Just gauge it. Grab a chilled cocktail glass. Strain the cocktail into your cocktail glass. Grab that orange that I mentioned earlier. Express the orange oils across the top. Hit the sides, and then we can garnish with this peel if you would like. I would like. So I'm gonna clean it up. I think I'm going to just gotta cut a little slice in the middle like that. Give it a nice twirl. You want it to naturally do this like cave-in fold thing. And then stick it on the edge of the glass. That looks pretty swell. That actually looks better than the one I think we did in B-roll. So that's right, we make this twice. It's the cost of making art. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's good. I like it. I gotta tell you, this drink was a stroke of luck. I may have not really known what I was doing, but it works. And it got me to make all kinds of other drinks. So I have a soft spot in my heart for this drink. What I like about it is you get the Fernet from start to finish, it is there, but it's not the only thing there. In fact, the orange doesn't really scream orange because of that menthol aspect of the Fernet. On the finish, weirdly, I kind of get this chocolatey note, and I don't know where that's coming from. It's just a combination with the rye and everything, and I don't get it. I don't, but I really like it. I've made this for people before, and they had no idea what was in it. I gave it to a friend of mine who was a very respectable bartender. He thought this was some crazy rum cocktail I came up with. I thought he was smarter than that. And if you're on the fence about Fernet, give it a try, because this one could push you over into, you know what? I kind of like Fernet land. So here we are. This here drink, made me the man I am today. Handsome, arrogant, kidding, but humble, intelligent, dare I say wise, and I never take myself too seriously. Thank you. You look great today, by the way. I was gonna say something earlier, but I was on a roll. Make yourself proud today. Do something that will make you feel proud. I will see you next time. Don't forget to check us out over on Patreon, where we make exclusive after-hours episodes, plus sneak peeks. And be sure to grab yourself a bottle of my Falernum or Grenadine over at Portland Syrups. Godspeed, I love you, and take care of your siblings. We'll see you next time. Thank you as always. Cheers.